Hello and welcome back to Tennis Cut Commentary. Thanks for joining us again. Today we are going to be taking a look into the outstanding tennis that Roger Federer was able to produce throughout his dominance of the 2017 tennis season. Having already won the Australian Open earlier in the year, his run of confidence certainly carried over into the following tournaments. But what I find the most interesting about his run was the changes he made to his game to keep up with the young blood and all-time greats he played against. Let's take a look at that again. One of the biggest changes Roger made to his game was his ability to take the ball early and take time away from his opponents. Nadal is one of the quickest players in the world, so the last thing Roger wants to give him is time. While his topspin balls bounce extremely high on the surface, Roger cuts them off early, taking away any time Rafa has to get back into position.
You can take the ball so early. Footwork is so explosive, yet you don't even know it. That's the shot that was killer down under.
Once again, we see how Roger doesn't allow Rafa to get away with short balls. Anytime Nadal is outside of the recovery position, Roger is quick to jump at his attacking sequence. While Roger is arguably the greatest natural talent of all time, there is something that we can all learn here and apply to our regular play. So many juniors, adults, and college players find themselves stuck in the endless baseline games of modern-day tennis. It is crucial that we learn how to identify short balls and execute them with maximum effectiveness. The same winner ball that is struck from a meter behind the baseline is far less punishing than the same ball struck a few meters inside. While Rafa is typically the player to run down every ball, we see here that not even he can handle such devastating tactics.
Dug up some good information here. Look at this Federer backhand hit point. The vast majority of them just inside the baseline. And if you have a look at that average as we squeeze all the balls together, you can see where that contact point is, almost about half a meter inside the baseline. And of course, when he takes it early and rips it cross court, that's where he's hitting the vast majority of his winners as we swing around to Nadal's side of the court. Look at the sharp angles. Those red balls are the winners, and just enough variety with those two winners down the line. But early, hard, good angle, backhand's on fire tonight.
A common mistake of fans and players is that professional tennis can give players an unrealistic perspective of how points are won. Taking notes from the best is often useful, but interpretation is paramount. While Roger is seen hitting balls exceptionally powerful and often close to the lines, this is not something to be replicated by the average player. In fact, this technique is often most effective when used with significantly greater levels of caution. When taking a player's time away, it is crucial to understand the idea of margins. Aiming into large target areas will maximize consistency, while also ensuring that the opponent isn't let off the hook. We want them to feel as bad as possible, and therefore keeping them in the point a little longer isn't always a bad idea. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of the game of tennis. As always, train hard and play smart.